Hello and welcome to the Free Pixel channel. My name is Jacob and this is Sammun-Mak's Season 3, Episode 3. They stole Mac's brain. Let's begin.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no! No!
What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then BAM! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Well, this episode starts off with a new mechanic that they only use at the start of this episode.
Actually,
I don't
think it was
fully
more of a
understand
boom,
why they do it like this.
Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam. Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Right.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I
Simple
came to
enough
before
first thought.
Jebediah, just in
But
time
yeah, I
to
don't
hear the
understand why they
telltale
did
sounds of a
this.
brain being removed from
It's
a
just
bunny.
an odd
Obadiah,
obstructions
why didn't you do
that
anything?
contradict the rest of the game.
Afraid
It's sort of like
that
the
he'd
first
remove my brain too.
interrogation sequence in
Who
the
took Max's brain?
season 1.
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape!
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get him!
Simple enough.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks. General Skunk Ape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk-Ape since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone.
It wasn't unjust. I returned him.
His final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunk-Ape's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very...
You lie!
No, it's true. I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and
Frankie.
forges gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Surprised it isn't Jimmy Two-Teeth.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city.
Jimmy Two-Teeth. I would say is most likely more plugged in rat villain into the city. At least into your lives.
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Then tell me.
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kids.
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Simple enough.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh! Ah!
You foreign guy, what's your story?
You're
An
man.
American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah,
That dirty lion rat.
you know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe-Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I
What?
think it was a Weltraumliebe-Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an Ödela...
Ultra super colored what now?
A Weltraumliebe-Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar.
Huh.
So,
All
where
right.
was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
What?
Ibble-skibbled! It's a common European word that describes the feeling of my disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Video poker!
So, what else would you like to know?
Let's leave
People
for
in this
now.
country are so intense!
The tourists seemed like just another victim circling the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Yeah. Alright then. I don't remember fully how to do this to get it as fast as possible through.
I'm back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkapi since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrifying...
You're lying!
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the General, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunkapi's imprisonment, I've been re-evaluating my life choices. Abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to... Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Yeah, good point.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into...
You lie! There is no rat!
Excuse me. Have you seen this city? There's
Good
rats
point.
everywhere.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
think I
don't
got
you want to
anything
know about
right
our
now.
baby iguana seal?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I don't like this part very much. Not this episode part, but this part of the episode.
Frankie, what do you know?
I
See,
was given
Post?
directions to a confused tourist.
Is him?
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fellow was wandering around and...
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. Annoy for some people. Trampling a rat's got...
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really.
Uh-huh.
Ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European.
You're lying! No, wait, you're not. Keep going.
Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind a crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high exchange.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor
And
schlub.
there we go.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know on it.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So
No,
what
it seems
now?
not.
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
Something Frankie said about the tourist was sticking in my craw like a spoonful of peanut butter, chunky style.
Of course.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time, and speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I heard so many
Then what?
I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebewacht Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebewacht.
What happened next?
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm stuck.
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington? Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals. Animals.
I mean, yes, he's a dog.
Finally, a clue.
But not all Americans are
Norrington.
dogs.
The name rang fewer bells than a
animals, for that
sleigh in
matter.
July. Fortunately, it didn't need to. Crimetron, do your stuff! What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell. Differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and
Better or
start
worse?
with the clue
Something tells me
finding.
better. Or maybe just a new kind of awful, not necessarily better.
I'm back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk-Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now make with the lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunk-Copy came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a...
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunk-Copy was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in... Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra...
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Where? Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunk-Copy's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to...
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
There we
What are
go.
you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either.
Well, that's just
I
rude.
hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was gonna lead me to the guy who stole that special brain.
Actually not.
It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care.
I'm pretty sure. It was still a potted plant
Okay,
last time.
Tron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and dubiously educational displays with a vengeance.
And now back to normal gameplay. It's just real odd why they put. I don't understand why they put that in there.
All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper.
Most likely
Plus
that's
tax
a
and
quicker
applicable
way to
service fees.
find the. I don't really know. They could have just said that he found the lead to get here. They didn't need
Hang tight,
all
little
this.
buddy.
Right.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive?
Well, it seems like it.
My superior technological might, necromancer!
Slow it down your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunk Ape. And Paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old.
Yeah.
And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Seems like it.
Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the Patron who
How
put
do
the
you
kibosh
know
on my
that?
intricate plan to unleash Yogg-Sothoth and take
It
over
could
the
just
world?
be another dog named Sam.
Hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Ah, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting.
C-list supervillains.
Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain.
Of course.
Hey, bad guys, how about a little light show? It's getting boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, a Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yeneler and I might use the projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww. Look at all those cool psychic toys.
Hey,
Am I
great.
doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur
wanna know what
Paperweight's
other toys
sorcery
do.
and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young people to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
Well then.
Hey, Skunky!
Yes?
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via
All
a
right.
five-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
Sure thing.
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
Fairly friendly for being evil.
These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio. Oh, I sure hope Sam survived the attack of the minions. I've got a lot of complaining to do.
I wonder why they would put a voice box on Max's brain. I mean, I know I would. He's entertaining, but they don't think so.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
Either
I'm
so.
Sam. I'm with the freelance police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
Screw
That's
you.
not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
If I remember correctly, it's here.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager.
Alright then, simple enough.
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torment of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of the... Anubis!
No, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh, my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
So this is...
Your Highness?
Yes?
Let's roll.
Aha! We shall roll like a wheel, yes?
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Yeah,
roll!
sure.
Roll onward!
That's supposedly Sammun-Mak, I guess. I don't really know if...
Earth Dog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Skonkape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is, Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Mahila to Skonkape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour.
Mostly
An audio
natural.
guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office. Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always
Yes.
wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
Ah, the arrow of power. But where is the disc of madness? Or the orb
This-
of unending bounciness?
We haven't found them yet, but
So
here, take a gander at
bouncy
this.
ball and something
The
else.
wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Teleportation.
And he pays no mind to it.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Well done.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less...
violent?
multisyllabic.
Still fairly violent, yes.
Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... shut up!
I like Sammun-Mak.
Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical grimoire club.
Yeah, I never really got if Sammun-Mak was supposed to sound just as a child or as a girl. Sounds more like a girl to me.
Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
This office could use a little tidying up. And a good firm raising.
I'm surprised that she doesn't... or he doesn't yell at me.
Ancient diabolical summoning spells. And one pretty good chili recipe.
Well, that's always good to hear.
Rhinoplasty.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis. But why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
futuristic
What
is
kind of
the right
paranoid
word
freak
for
keeps
it.
his door locked from the inside?
I locked all my slaves inside my birthday pyramid after they finished building it.
Paperweight's not a slave.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
Rhinoplasty.
I didn't know that's how it worked actually. I don't remember ever having to do that.
Rhinoplasty.
I still got... yeah, good.
Teleportation.
Let's go in here.
Ah, the Sphinx.
Have you heard its famous riddle? It'll knock your sandals off. It's all about, well, there's a cucumber, and then... no, wait. Let me start over.
Don't bother, Your Highness. Really.
Cucumber cut lengthwise.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Why does this simple device fill me with such a feeling of unspeakable dread?
I think that's just Max's body having a tingle of anticipation. It does that when it sees exotic weaponry.
Ah.
Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor.
More like 4,000 sit-ups.
Huh.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, might as well do it in style.
You're telling me that's the Buckingham Imperial model with the optional scorpion proofing.
Right.
How delightful! I can almost hear them groaning in pain.
You're gonna love reality TV.
I need to remember that one. That's needed for a puzzle. Actually, now when I think of it, I might need to... No. Let's talk to Sal.
Sal!
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room. Hey, see you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy. Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
I think you should apologize
Sal's
for threatening
way
to
of
incinerate
speaking
my
always
obviously alive
reminded
buddy
me
here.
of someone.
No offense, pal. I was just following orders.
Ooh, we love it when servants say that.
Don't look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Sammun-Mak? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. But what are you gonna do? Mr. Paperweight's rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
Sal, why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinky's used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinky's? That's shocking.
Not
No,
really.
wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking?
Expected.
Any idea what that paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperweight a loser. He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to.
Huh.
Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
How's life with Skunk Ape?
Skunk Ape. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. Not so bad. Aside from the big gorilla over there guarding the door, most of these apes just hang out in the planetarium.
So why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
I mean, that
He,
doesn't seem to be a problem at
didn't approve of
Stinkit.
a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before. Your boss is gathering demonic toys for a nefarious purpose.
Toys, eh? And what do you want me to do about it?
Call the Army, the Navy, the Swiss Guard.
You want me to turn on my boss? Dream on, buddy. This is a pretty cushy job here, and I ain't messing it up over a bunch of demonic toys.
Your loyalty is commendable, Surf.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright.
Your lack of independent thought pleases us.
Right back at you, little guy.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
How do I do this again? I need to...
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where?
Well,
I
that
didn't see
was
nothing,
easy enough.
Which is a good thing, since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Alright, interesting place to keep all the monkeys.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
That's enough playtime for now.
Alright, I can't go too far away. So I need the first to do this.
Witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse. Turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
That is such a raw move.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
I'm curious. Does your head hurt when you attempt to form complete sentences?
I like Sammun-Mak.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Alright,
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
Beast attacking the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
and
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious forgotten pharaoh of ancient Egypt.
That's great, boss. But what do you want me to do now? Anything else, boss?
Now, both the eyes
There
to
we
see
go.
an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
General Skunkape,
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
well, that sounds great.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.
Yes, we can. Quite easy enough.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Over here. And where is? There we go.
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason.
Whee!
Oh, the subhumanity.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
Of
No
course.
problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh.
Who is
man,
making all that inferno racket? Yaxaga! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Alright then.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yogg-Sothoth tapestry.
Oh, really? Ahila!
Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant,
Yeah, they expect
petulant
you to do
whining.
the
Petulant?
hydrant
I've had it up
balloon
to
thing
here with your
first.
imperious attitude and your
Very
odiferous
clearly.
banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it.
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
Not sure how
Would've
that
been here
works.
2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
It's so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
By hammer of Ptah, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis, reality itself will kneel before Sammun-Mak!
Well, that could have turned out a bit better.
You think?
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
Yeah,
What the
sounds
hell are you
great.
talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar!
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Sammun-Mak is handsome! Sammun-Mak is cute!
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From
I
this
always
point
think of
forward,
this as
those
a
little
separate
rings at the
episode.
ends of your shoelaces.
But I always forget it's the same as the Sammun-Mak's one. The Max one, more likely to
Good thing
say.
I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah! Just get me out of here! I gotta find my body!
Alright then.
Mistacard, the last more or less honest credit card.
Normally I'd be leery of a pizza franchise expanding into the credit market, but if their loan rates are as stingy as their toppings, then sign me up!
Hey, Stinky.
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Sammun-Mak business to attend to.
Sure.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia.
What are you doing out here?
What does it look like? I'm helping Grandpa Stinky load another metric barge load of corn dogs to Lord Sammun-Mak's never-ending buffet table over at the planetarium.
That's funny. It looks like you're texting your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Who said I had a boyfriend? I'm saving myself for Lord Sammun-Mak.
Isn't he like, 10?
Yeah.
Now, but in a few years...
Not sure about that, Stinky.
Lord Sammun-Mak sure is swell, isn't he?
I know, and so powerful. Oh, and wealthy, and powerful.
You said powerful twice.
What can I say? I like power.
I'm surprised you didn't say wealthy twice. As
Grandpa
well.
Stinky's looking relatively upbeat today.
Insufferable, isn't it? Ever since he got that medallion of tithing, he's been running around like his broccoli doesn't smell.
So, who are you texting?
I'm, handling all the logistics of the buffet.
Seems kind of cruel to let your grandpa do all the heavy lifting.
Oh, he insisted.
No, I didn't.
You look, busy, so we'll let you get back to your, work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
Oh, that body-snatching pharaoh even bamboozled the Stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect you from mind control?
Right.
Well, that was an interesting shortcut.
Yeah, sure it was.
Someday we should get around to properly burying Samuth and Maximus.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, mole cultists.
But
how's it
they
going?
are technically underground already.
Please don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
What are you guys up to on this fine Sammun-Mak created day? Something mole-manny, I bet?
Oh, nothing, really.
We were guarding something, but it's gone now, and we couldn't be happier.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember something about that. What was that again?
Nothing important.
Certainly not a toy box of unspeakable reality-altering power or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Want any
Sounds
help
great.
with that missing artifact that I can't quite remember?
Nah, we're good.
Don't give it a second thought.
Lord Sammun-Mak sure is nifty, isn't he?
Yes, wonderful guy.
He's a peach, all right. I can't imagine why anyone would ever rebel against him. No, sir. Ow!
I don't know why I'm asking you gals, but do you know anything about making bodies for disembodied brains? Max here's getting really antsy without one.
The brain without a head!
Deliverance is at hand.
Hey, a simple no would be sufficient. Hang loose, guys. Hail Sammun-Mak and all that.
Yes, hail him.
Right. I need to remember what to do here in the beginning.
Max,
Here we go.
beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold on, Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Sammun-Mak.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do, leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you, anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
So, what now, little buddy?
What about, oh, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it.
It's fun to see how expressive they've managed to make a brain.
Hey, mole guys.
What can we do for you?
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Hey, aren't
To
you?
defeat Sammun-Mak, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
Cable television?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Sammun-Mak, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Sammun-Mak. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
But fear not.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several tools to help you in your quest.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
Many mole people sacrifice their dignity and 401ks to steal these infernal amusements out from under Sammun-Mak's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
Sure.
Wisely. That's adorable. Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Reverend submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Sammun-Mak's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Sammun-Mak's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum.
Let's see here.
Let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do. You know, maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
A mite peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span.
Smack Backs Yak Slacks. It's a story about how Sammun-Mak briefly declared Andean weave pants to be his most favored thing in the whole wide world for a few hours last Thursday, before he discovered how itchy they were and had them all destroyed in a massive bonfire.
Fickle little tyrant, ain't he?
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Sammun-Mak.
Or maybe make a visit to Sammun-Mak's planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders that Lord Sammun-Mak has bestowed on us.
Those all sound swell, guys, but I think I'll let Max pick the destination today. He's in a bit of a funk.
You know who could fix that? Sammun-Mak.
Right. This part I always remember well. While the museum I
let's have a
remember
nice
somewhat,
firm chat with this
and the
body-stealing
beginning
crock-muncher.
is
That's no way
just
to talk
really
about
boring
our
on this
divine leader,
episode.
Max.
Oh, good grief.
This is a
Kick him in the
fairly
stirrups.
mixed episode.
Do it! Do it!
For me at least.
Ooh!
Well played, General Skunkape. You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
I live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Sammun-Mak's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
What's that?
That is Lord Sammun-Mak's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marble of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
All right, Egypt boy. You can steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
Oh. What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Sammun-Mak. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever. So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
What did I miss?
I think you just single-handedly destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
Hooray!
Again?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't the first time either.
In 1999, the Wedgeco Electric Company paid $15 million to purchase the naming rights of this constellation, now forever known as the Wedgeco Flying Toaster.
Ooh! What is that?
It's a Wedgeco toaster, your omnipotence.
A toaster? Greetings, everyone! This is Sammun-Mak, the Divine, speaking. From this day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter. Just thought you should know.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Sammun-Mak. Inner Circle members only. I don't think we're supposed to go in there.
That doesn't apply to us. We're the freelance police.
Stop!
Sure.
Only members of Lord Sammun-Mak's inner circle are allowed within 10 cubits of the boy king.
Aww.
And how does
Right,
sniveling
it's
jerk
a
like you get to be in the
small
inner
boy.
circle?
The same way as
His
everyone
voice
else, by
still
earning accessories of privilege.
like a girl to me.
I like the face.
How can I get these accessories?
Just do exceptionally good deeds on Sammun-Mak's behalf, like I did. Now scat.
Well, that wasn't very nice. But it won't stop me from returning Lord Sammun-Mak's brain screw. I just need to rustle up some accessory thingies.
Right. Frankie the Rat next. Good work, Sam.
When your toaster's gone kaput, bring it down to Radio Yurt.
Nicky may charge an arm and a leg, but at least his poetry sucks.
Right in the Labanza.
Frankie!
Ah, jeez, as if I don't have enough trouble today. Now I gotta deal with the freaking freelance police.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us fleece our cousin in peace.
Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
Yeah, they
I believe
are.
They are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall. Now be nice while we talk to your cousin. That Sammun-Mak sure is the bee's knees, isn't he?
You know it, pal. Take a look at this cool bit of bling. If I get a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be hobnobbing with the big S himself.
What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind that I can see the future, so I'll know if we'll be slapping you around for lying to us later on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly wagering over Sammun-Mak's, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah. Of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skun-Kape gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the general's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s?
When General Skun-Kape finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
Sounds
No, it's
great.
not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max.
Alright.
Don't
Let's
go
go
anywhere,
back
Frankie.
for a second.
Why would I go? I feel a hot streak coming on.
Ooh, that's brutal.
And let's gather some information.
Skun-Kape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it...
Oh, man. That was even more useless than usual.
Gotta love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
No, 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 you stupid space ape! You were supposed to use the sucker punch! Come on!
Alright, so it's not the sucker punch, he uses his hands, and it's not the gorilla move.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah!
Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
sure.
wake up!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a bet on the next fight.
Bring him on.
More money for us!
So, which move do you think Skun-Kape will use next?
Let's see here. Damn skunk punch. Kick. Slap. Swap. Leg swap now. Not that one. Gorilla, not that one. Kick, not that one. Ice squeeze, not that one. The sucker punch wasn't it? So
I'll put down 20 on the space ape kidney punch.
Sam, since when do you
That's
have
one.
any cash?
I'm pretty sure.
Where are you carrying it?
A, since Sammun-Mak kicked us out of our office, we've been saving a bundle by living out of the DeSoto. And B, none of your damn business.
Touché.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'm liking that gorilla girly slap.
I see a gorilla girly slap in the near future.
And I'll sweeten the pot with 20 on the simian sucker punch. But first, I gotta get some cash.
And I already taken care of that.
Uh-oh.
A credit card?
Lord Sammun-Mak hates credit cards.
Pulverize it!
Now, guys.
Don't you want in on that?
They look like they've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How about that funky pendant of yours?
The pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Sammun-Mak himself. An accessory, what do you call it? Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that and $60.
Good point.
Hey, good point. I'm in.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Sammun-Mak's undefeated champion, Skun-Kape. Let's see how he does. Skun-Kape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skun-Kape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it... Yes! It's the Space Ape Kidney Punch! And the crowd goes wild!
Well done.
No, 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 you stupid space ape! You were supposed to use the sucker punch!
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves. Come to Papa!
There we go.
No!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Sammun-Mak.
Works for us.
Huh.
Well done, Max.
Yipes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Sammun-Mak.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers.
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Hail Sammun-Mak.
Hail Sammun-Mak.
Hail Sammun-Mak. Yeah.
Hail Salmon.
Yeah, hey.
There we go. We need to go back to the museum for a second.
Sam, get a load of me! I'm
For the love of Sammun-Mak, don't say it.
toasty.
I bet Sammun-Mak would love to get his hands on you, since he's a big toaster freak these days.
Ick.
But I bet everyone else is getting toasters for him, too.
Yes. Don't worry about that, Sam.
Sammun-Mak sure does love his corn dogs.
You may have my body, you phony pharaoh, but all your corn dogs are belong to Max. Hey, Pharaoh Face, look at me! I'm dancing on the grave of your hopes and dreams.
What is that?
It's a wedge-core toaster, sir.
A toaster, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Sammun-Mak, Lord of all creation. Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole wide world. And if you see a toaster
probably
and
got
you
some
want to
people
make
killed
us
there
happy,
as well.
break it into tiny little bits.
Considering then a lot
that
of people
means every
gave
toaster in the world is now
toasters away.
utterly and irrevocably destroyed.
But where does that leave toaster pastries?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature.
And now we need to go back here. Toaster.
Woo! Hi-ho, everybody.
There we go. And gift vault.
Whee!
Hey, Sal!
Sam!
I've got a gift for Lord Sammun-Mak.
Oh yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kinda picky. What you got?
Toaster.
Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Sammun-Mak's gonna love this. Wedgecoat toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
But they've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering, Lord Sammun-Mak has ordered me to present you with one of his accessories of privilege. A medallion of superlative tidings.
And it gets the pierce.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate, peon.
Thank you, Sammun-Mak. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
Don't overthink it, Sam.
Well done, Max.
Yipes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the Pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
And now it's time to go and...
Look at me, Sam! I'm a low-pressure system! I'm like a cushy government job, but with thunder!
Are you precipitating?
Sure. Precipitating, that's it.
Well, let's go and put down the sailor's business. Because obviously he's a sailor, therefore his knees will hurt in the face of bad weather.
Oh, the weather's turning. I can feel it.
Exactly.
Stinky!
What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This will only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
Yes, well... Don't worry about
Sammun-Mak
it.
is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemer.
Heretic alert! Heretic alert! Heretic alert!
I'm not a heretic, you blithering idiot. I've got bad knees.
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No! I love Lord Sammun-Mak.
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your lord and master, I have been instructed by Sammun-Mak himself to reward you with one of his accessories of privilege, the Ornament of Fealty.
Aw, he shouldn't have.
As you are, everyone.
Sweet hopping Horus on a two-headed asp. I've got 3 accessories of privilege. You know what that means, Max?
We get a free hoagie on our next visit?
No, it means I'm worthy of basking in the transcendent radiance of Lord Sammun-Mak's divine personage.
I'd prefer the hoagies.
You don't even have a mouth. I wonder if I should shave first.
No, it's good.
Wow, that spindly old mole woman's really holding her own against Skunky.
Who knew that Dame Judi Dench exterior was hiding the ninja skills of Mila Jovovich?
I don't think Mila Jovovich is really a ninja, Max. That's the 2nd largest stack of corn dogs I've ever seen.
Of course.
Can I have a moment? I just need to mark my territory.
Vizier Paperweight! Dost our eyes deceive us? Or is that a tiny storm cloud disturbing our magnificent corn dog
At least
pyramid?
he know what that was.
Radness.
Listen up, everyone. This is Sammun-Mak. Forget what we said before. Ugh. We have had it up to here with those tiny little storm clouds wreaking havoc. If you see a gathering of storm clouds, report them to Grand Vizier Paperweight at once.
A jihad against bad weather. I'm starting to like this guy.
I hope he goes after Graupo next. I hate those little balls of rhyme.
Yeah, actually doesn't sound all that bad. A dictator against bad weather.
Hey, Sam!
What is it, Max?
I didn't press you.
Let's get a move on.
Will do. This should be fun.
There we go.
Stop! Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Sammun-Mak?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to prove it.
It appears they'll give out accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Sammun-Mak's freelance police have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Sammun-Mak, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome, Sammun-Maks. Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
And time for this one.
Almost mighty and glorious Lord Sammun-Mak, I have something you might be interested in. Hey now, Missy, be careful with that thing.
Sam, no!
You furry fool! Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
That's evil, Sam.
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
I'm sorry, my liege.
Taking away someone's internet is more evil than killing them.
Paperweight? How could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, your perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. Into the pit of contrition with you!
Yes, your awesomeness.
Yes, I shall enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin!
I've waited a lifetime for this, Earth cur.
But we only imprisoned you in the penal zone a couple of hours ago.
Yeah,
Yes,
that makes
but
sense.
due to the temporal differences between this dimension
Of course.
and the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, your gloriousness.
Yes, your wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Hey, Skunkape! What? I can't believe you're doing Paperweight's dirty work.
What are you talking about?
I don't see him in here getting all sweaty with mole men, do you?
Ha! The only thing Paperweight is good for is fetching me more grapes after my battles.
Max, little help here? I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Looks like you're gonna win!
That's very, comforting. Hi-ya!
Oh!
Did that help?
A little, but do you think you can widen the zoom on these visions a bit?
Maybe if I had some hands, I could fiddle with the lenses.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey, Skunky! What? So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the arena.
Hey! Liberté! Egalité! With Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
How dare you!
Ow!
Hey, Skunky! What? I've been wondering, what? Can you get free space gas with your AARP card? Ah!
You clumsy oaf. Do you know how much that equipment costs?
There we go.
Woo!
Hey, Skunky! What? Didn't any of the mole people give you a good fight?
Well, that desiccated old mole woman had some fight in her. Certainly a lot more than the male of her species.
Hey! With Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
La la la. So cool.
A child could have seen that move coming.
Hey, Skunk-Ape!
What?
I bet Sammun-Mak really appreciates how well you follow Paperweight's orders.
Paperweight? That two-bit conjurer isn't fit to pick nits out of my hide.
Of course.
Hey, Skunk-Ape!
What?
Paperweight told me.
Paperweight? That spineless cretin.
Max?
Paperweight's got a shorter fuse than those fireworks we bought from those Girl Scouts.
I don't properly remember what to do here.
Why don't you fall?
After you. Hey, Skunk-Ape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie.
There we go.
Ah, my eyes.
Hi-ya!
Oh! Ow!
Finish him!
Well, doesn't seem like I got much of a choice here in the matter.
I have had enough of you!
I knew you could do it, Sam. Even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk-Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here? If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality!
Try not to ruin my face, Sam!
And don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys!
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect, strike me if you can!
I can't, your gloriousness!
That's more like it. I was right. This is fun.
Max, give me a hand here?
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do. Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big Flute?
Well.
Oh, I'll never be a Grand Vizier now.
That worked out well.
Ooh, have I got a headache. Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing.
Dang.
Don't worry, though. I saved the day all by myself. Even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
Hey, nice work, little buddy.
Now hurry up and put my brain back in my body. This jar's starting to fog up.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow. Now, let's stow this troublemaking toy box someplace safe before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Yeah,
Sam is coming!
sure.
Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
Well then, this is
just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask
interesting
them?
result.
Max?
Yes?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog, and one that you are no doubt asking yourself even now, along with who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Paperweight survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We'll have answers of a sort to these questions in our next chapter. Until then, my friends, sleep well.
Well, that was episode 3, season 3 of Sammun-Mak. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please subscribe, leave a like and comment, and I see you all next time. Goodbye.